Welcome everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'm having a pretty darn good one. So you can see we're out here over the water. We got us a nice little setup here. I've went ahead and got a few things done so that we can save some time today because we're going to be doing what I honestly consider a fairly large build. It's not that hard. It really isn't that difficult. But what we're doing is we're going to be building a Guardian Farm. And I'm going to call it the Lazy Man's Guardian Farm because I've looked at a bunch of different ones and I've been looking at this for a while now and kind of had an idea how to doing it. And we're going to do it as little as work as possible. And hopefully it works out pretty fine. So, let's look at what we need. This is a rough estimate on all numbers. None of these numbers are correct. Just full warning, this is just what we're going to be using. You do not need to use glass, but I'm going to be using glass. Some sort of any building block will work. You will need buckets of water. You will need a disposable building surface, such as dirt or something. You will need soul sand, without a doubt. You will need tons of hoppers. You will need tons of storage chests, and you will need a whole bunch of fence gates. You're probably going to want some sponges. You don't necessarily need them, but it will make life a lot easier. Let's see what else. You're going to want to have at least a, I think it's a full stack of 64 and like 54 or something like that. But it's a rough mat. It does not matter. 2 full stacks of scaffolding work. Or ladders. Your choice. You can make it either porter. You could fly. It doesn't matter. But you need to be able to get up to really far in the sky. At least 2 stacks tall. That's 128. I think it's actually 120. But anyways, doesn't matter. Close enough. I'm getting shot at. So, before we even get going at this, I'm going to recommend that you clear off the top layer, and I will show you exactly where to clear off real quick. We're going to be moving quick because there's lots of fishy things here. Basically, you're going to want to be clearing all the way an area around this kind of cobblestone-y looking prismarine here. Ooh. You can get all between here. Basically, all the way around plus 2 out. Okay? Now, you're also going to want to come down here. Preferably, he doesn't have to be down here, but I think it works best down here. And put in a conduit as big as possible. That is, I actually think I have this one wrong. I made a boo-boo, I think, when I did it, but it's alright, it works, it goes far enough. Basically, just get it big. Don't do the smallest one, do at least the medium. That way it reaches the top of the pyramid. Alright, now, we're going to head back out. And we're going to go back and, let's see, I've got some dirt. We're going to need to get our materials. And we're going to get started at this now. You're going to probably want some health stuff. You're going to probably want as much armor as possible. These guys get a little carried away. When they start getting carried away, just run away. For real, don't stick around. Once they pile up, it gets a little dangerous, and you may want to try to go out of spawn. Or pull off and try to pull off some off. Okay. So we're going to start with, I think, some glass. I'm going to go ahead and take sponges. Let's see. We'll take stuff with us. That way we don't have to come back as often. Let's grab the other dirt, because why not? Let's grab this. I'll come back for the soul sand. Well, you know what? We got room for it. We might as well. Why not? Okay, let's see. And this is all extra. These are helpful to get your thing down there. If you have not defeated the big guardians yet, this will help get rid of their slowing you down from digging. I think that's it. Let's do this. Let's rock and roll. So like I said, you want to clear this out. First, we're going to start right here on these blocks. Here, 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 and here. Oh, goodness. And that, let's see. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Yes. Maybe. I think that's right. I know what I just forgot. I knew I forgot something. You're going to need campfires as well, and I forgot them. That's okay. I can go get those. I ain't worried about that. So, build down to the roof. Like so. You ain't going to shoot me. So these helps to use the blocks that you're building with as a barrier. Like that. Aha, you didn't shoot me. Like this. No, not like that. Quick, get it. Alright. Now, that leaves us, what, 2 above? Yes. Alright, so we're not going to go any higher. We're going to leave those. Actually, you know, go ahead and build higher. We can destroy them later if we need to. It makes a nice barrier. Just remember, glass needs a silk touch to break without actually breaking it. Now, come up. Get on it. And you're basically going to use this as protection from here on out. And we're going to make this as easy as possible by building a platform between all these. Now, you don't have to seal it in the middle. Matter of fact, if you want to save time, don't. It just makes more of a stable place to stand. Alright, there we go. Now come inside here and seal this off. Break the site, there we go. All the way up. Now you're probably going to have to destroy those light blocks, but that's okay. I ain't that worried about them right now. Okay. Now you will be destroying some of these later on, just so you know. Now see, these guys aren't that bad as long as there's not a lot of them. It's when there starts to get to be several. I mean, I'm going to need a lot more glass than I thought I was going to need. So it looks like it's going to take more than 2 stacks of glass to do this. Alright, now we know. Go. Swim fast. Let's get our pick out so we're not going to waste no glass whatsoever. Get it down. Alright. Build this up real quick all the way around. Okay, now that you've sealed it up all the way, we can get rid of these. Let's swim up a little bit. Get on top of this. Did we do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's right. Clear this out. All this goes bye-bye. Alright, let's get these. Just like that. Is that all? That's all. Okay. Making funny sounds out there, y'all. Alright, now that we've got this cleared out, we're going to need our sponges. Now, you don't have to do this right now, but I'm going to recommend you do this right away. Let's eat something real quick. That way, this gives you a bit of an area here that is, I guess, well protected is the word I'm looking for. I think that's what, yeah, basically. Alright. We're clear. Okay, we can destroy this. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and grab our sponges. And we'll leave them. That way we know they're wet. We'll get those in a minute. You can't leave those here for the final build, though. Alright, let's clear this out. And we'll drain this down here, too. We'll go ahead and let's use this. Okay, just like so. Doot. Alright. Now let's drain this out. Bam. 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 This one is the corners. It's these little up things that get you on this one. I'm stuck. Boom. I think that's it. Last one. Okay. Now, we're in here. Okay, so I also need to get out. We've locked ourselves in. Okay, it's okay. I think, yes, this way? Pretty sure it's that way. We'll find out. Hold on. Now, I'm going to show you how to make a door in and out here. That works really well. It's night. That's why it's so dark. Dude, find the front end of this place, right? Alright. Hop in. Get your pickaxe out. Move quick. Come down. We're going to come down to, basically right here. See these 2 blocks right here in the front? Remove that one. Remove that one. That one. That one. Come on in. Take out the rest there. Now, take this out and this out and put some steps right here, and you can just walk right up inside here. Easy peasy. And we're going to stick these in here temporarily. And now, you have an easy way in and out of where we're going to be building our collections agency with the hoppers, and we're going to be putting what's going to actually be taking the Guardians out in the fire. We'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to come back up here with our fires. We're going to put them at the level of the stone that we had in here from previous. Just like... Wait, one? Yeah, okay, that's right. Okay. Thought I wanted an extra one there for a second. Just like so. Come down. That way we can put them above us. Now, the reason why we use fires is because, one, it will cook the fishies up. And two, well, we got some mismatching there. I don't care. Two, hoppers can collect through them. So these are not a fully solid block. So what we're going to do is we're going to take... Actually, we're going to come down here. Let's get rid of this. We're going to take our chest. Now, this is basically... You can build your storage system you want. I'm going to do it this way. I recommend coming one away from the wall and putting down your storage, like so. And you're going to want lots and lots of storage because this is an extremely efficient design. Surprisingly efficient. Nope, that's not good. Yeah, stop. Go away. Shoot. Don't do that to me. It's unacceptable. Alright. Now you are going to run into the bit of a space issue here. So you're probably going to want to actually store these down some. Nope. Nope. Go down with your storage. But I'm not worried about that at the moment. I just want to get a basic setup built so that I can start collecting, which is why we're doing this first. That way we can actually collect while we work. Okay, so yeah, a little bit more. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go up to the top here and you're going to pick a side. Let's see. Backside. I want the backside, which is the one you're probably going to want. And we're going to put hoppers facing into these chests right here. Now we're going to come down one because we need to. We're going to put one facing there. Now we're going to go around the other side, just like so. Come up here and place hoppers facing into those. Now I know this is a little bit janky, but you want that just like so. And then you're going to place hoppers pointing into those all the way across. We're going to have to go down for that one. I know I'm bouncing like crazy, but I was holding shift and yeah. Okay, boop. Now we just need to do this one. And like that. So now, go back around the side we was on. Over here. And look at each and every one of these chests below the ones pointed to the chest. And just do this all the way across. That way these will fill up from the bottom up. And that way it always shifts down. Now, in my testing of this, you're going to probably want a lot of storage if you're going to be playing on AFK and at this farm for any amount of time. This is super efficient, y'all. Super efficient. Okay, so let's get back to the next part. Alright, so back up here to our dirt. Ooh, don't fall in the hole. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I've went ahead and marked the two back corners. And then now the front, we're actually going to be building out over the ledge a little bit. But that's where our back corners are going to be. And to mark that off, we're going to basically do this out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we should line up perfect with our thing there. Let's find out. Dude. And just like that, we've lined up. And we're going to be basically repeating that pattern all the way around, including out to the front here, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you can see, takes us 2 out over the front. And let's repeat that all the way around, and we shall be right back. All right, y'all. So, we've got our circle filled in. We've pulled the inner ring out. Now, there's 2 things you can do here. You can either go down 1, or you can go down 2. It really doesn't make much of a difference. It's personal choice. I'm going to do, I think, 1, and we're going to go here, like so. Not in the corners. Doot, doot, doot. All the way around. And just like that, we're going to open them. Now this is going to stop water flow. And I think we got our measurements right. I may have a bit of a big of a hole here. It's okay, we can fix it. It does not matter. It doesn't have to be precise. This is fairly, I don't know what the words I'm looking for. Yeah, it's pretty good as, you know, anyways. So corners, doot, doot, like so. Oh, stop. You ain't gonna shoot me. Like that. And I'm making them out of prismarines because, you know, we're working on a water thing. We gotta make it look good. And then we're having it angle up into the center here, like so. And like that. Now we're going to take our fences and go all the way around. Now, we're going to do something else while we do this. We're going all the way. But when we get to the corners here, we're going to come in and put one here, and one here. And then I'm going to come around and I'm going to basically repeat this pattern all the way around and open them up. Okay, now we got our fences down, our gates down. Now this is where we're going to have to be a little bit careful with our water and how we do this. First, we're going to fill up a second bucket because, you know, it just makes things a little easier to start off here. And we're going to place here. And where does my other bucket go? Give me that. And there and there. And now we got the vented water source. We just move right on down the line. Make sure we don't do nothing like that. All the way around. Okay. Now we got that filled up all the way around. And you can see it all squeaked down to here. Then we're going to come around to each one of these. And we're going to put a single bucket on these corners. Like so. Now we're getting close to getting done. We've only got a couple more steps to go, y'all. So hold out. We're almost there. Now, here comes one of the most irritating parts about this. And of course it makes sense. We need to remove all of this dirt that we just put down. Every single piece of it is going to go. It's going to be a bit of a fun experience. Because now we're really going to have to deal with the guardians that are now here. So basically, we're just going to clear it all out. Get rid of all the dirt. Every bit of it. If you do this right, you can get away with not having to deal with the guardians. Just be careful. Have fun. Alright, all of the dirt is removed except for a few little bits on the corners here. And I'm not really that worried about that or the scaffolding. It's not important, honestly. So we might as well get rid of it though. So now we're going to do the last ground part that's really important. And that is the soul sand. This is what makes the whole thing work. As you can see here, anything that's getting pulled up in here is being funneled into our boxes. And if we actually go down here real quick, we will see there's dirt in every one of these. So we know it's working. That's a surefire sign that it is in fact working the way we want to. But now the reason why we came down here earlier and cleared this all out is now we're going to be putting the soul sand, and it's easier to do it with all of this junk gone. Matter of fact, you can just kind of swim along like this and be like blam, and it actually is not that bad because you can dodge them, but you can in and out like so, like that. But now we're going, like I said, this is going to be the fun part. This is going to be the part that you're just going to be like, eat that already. You're going to be like, is it done yet? And that is placing all of this soul sand. It is going to take a lot, just like it took a lot of dirt. And real important, before we even start, let's go ahead and break all these. We're going to make sure we come out from this corner, and we're going to come out 1, 2, just like that. And we're going to basically come all the way across over here where we're going to do the exact same thing. Get out of the way. We're going to come out and we're going to go 1, 2. Now, just fill in every single block all the way around. Now, you don't have to destroy these. You can skip around these like this, and it's not going to affect it. But I'm going to recommend right now that you do this very orderly and in a pattern, because these bubble streams that we're making right now will affect you, and it is a massive pain to get down and do it. So you may want to start from the center out. Alright, y'all, almost done with the soul sand. And this is it's one of the most irritating things, y'all. Guardians are a pain in the butt. They like to group up on you. You got to watch them. When they start grouping up, you got to be careful. Now, that's what you're going to have right there. Now, you can't go an extra one over, but there's no real reason to. And you're going to see it's going to cause all the way up. Now, if you do have lag, you can turn particles down in the settings. And again, like I said, those individual blocks, they do not matter. Things are still going to be sucked up in here. Matter of fact, you know what we need to do? Let's make us a nice little place we can stand here. I did not mean to use soul sand. That was totally not on purpose there. Let's get rid of that. Let's use dirt like I intended. Okay. Make us a nice little spot here to stand. We can actually watch. See, we're getting fish and stuff. All kinds of stuff will get caught in here. Squid, dolphins, mainly guardians. Lots and lots of guardians. Now, if we go ahead and hop down here, we can actually see we've actually caught a few. Yeah, see, this is what the guardians drop, is right here. This is what we're after. And the reason why I'm actually after this stuff is because we can use it to make, let's see how much we got. Oh, there's one up there right now. Alright. You can see they're actually flopping around up there as we speak. It's fantastic, it's fantastic. Anything dropped in here yet? Yeah. Oh, we've got enough to make one. What we're trying to make is sea lanterns. You use them to make sea lanterns. I love the sea lantern. I have recently grown quite fond of it. I think it's one of the greatest blocks in the game, not going to lie. Which is why we're doing this in such a massive pain. Like I said, as you can see, this is already working. And we're not even in the AFK spot. And once we get up to the AFK spot, y'all, it is really going to crank out. Like, I'm not joking. It is very effective. But the trick here is getting up to our AFK spot and then getting over that center spot. Now, to go up, let's see. Where do we want to start our thing at? Well, I guess we could. Let's just do it from here, since this is where we're built at. We will get our scaffolding out. Now, like I said, you're going to need basically 2 full stacks of scaffolding for this. We're going to start with crouch. Actually, no. Neat little trick before we continue. You can use seaweed to place blocks on top of dirt, water. Just so y'all know. Really nice little trick. Okay. Now, we're at the corner. Let's go all the way up. Alright, so we're at 186. I was wrong, it wasn't 2 full stacks, but it's close enough. So this is basically where we want to be. But we do want to try to get, and if you actually look down there, you can see there's some stuff going on we can't see. If we go down in the 70s, you can in fact see. I don't want to fall. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go out just a little bit. And we know we need to go in 8. So, why? We can hear them doing sounds down there. I have no idea. That was really weird. Oh, that's unexpected. So, let's see. Now, you can use your coordinates there to do this more precise. I'm not super worried about being exact. Because I know after some testing that you don't necessarily have to be exact. I think this should be about middle right here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that should, yeah, that should put us right out over it. And then we're going to come in just a few more, like so. And one more. That should be put us right there, should be center, roughly. Now you're going to want to build a little box. If you're like me, I like to build a I'm having a bit of a brain fart. I like to actually build an AFK fishing farm. Actually, matter of fact, I'm going to tear this down so that and put glass here so that we can see through it. I like to put an AFK fishing farm. I may not do that with this one, just because now we can sit here and look through it, even though there's no real reason to. But you're going to want to put walls up here, because if you're going to AFK, you're going to have to deal with phantoms. And nobody likes phantoms. Phantoms are a pain in the butt. Now, you can use other ways to get up here, the ladder. You can make up portals, which is not super complicated. But this is all you really need. And we'll be back in just a minute, and I'll show you what this thing can collect. Alright, so if I turn my render distance up, you can see what's going on down there. And as you can see, this farm, the lazy man's version of the Guardian Farm, is super effective. It may not be as effective as the big one. I may actually recommend going a block deeper, because I do see on your fire, because it does look like they are jumping out. I may need to work on that. Bad thing about campfires is you can't pick them up with pickaxe. They get destroyed. But I think I would recommend going down. I thought I went down at least 3, but I think we should maybe go down 4, because it does look like they might be jumping back out on me. And I need to address that, but I can guarantee you, I've been sitting here for maybe 10 minutes. It's not really going to matter. They're going to get pushed in there. As you can see, it is a mess down there. They are going off on everything. But we're also collecting all these water resources as well as what they drop, which is fantastic. Okay, so it's been about 25 minutes. Whee! Let's see what we've collected so far. Now, you're going to move quick, because there's a lot of things up there shoot at you. And it's going to be very noisy down here. My goodness. Very laggy, too. Wow. Okay, so let's see what we got. As you can see, super effective here. Let's take everything out that doesn't belong in there that we haven't harvested, just so we get a clean view. Some of them are collecting better than others. That's okay, though. All that matters is that they're collecting. As you can see, we're getting tons, though. Actually, we don't. That doesn't go in there. Neither does that. Here, let's fix this. Video settings. Let's turn that down a little bit. Back down to where we were at. Done. Okay. Alright, so now, once again, the reason why we did this is we want this stuff right. No, I want a full stack of it. Yeah. Alright, we wanted that to do this. Dun dun. This was the whole point for me, but we can also make prismarine. We can put this here. We put that. No. Okay. Oh, how do you do it? C. Okay. There we go. Sea lantern. Aha. Bam. That is what we wanted. That's why I'm here. I'm excited now. But we can also make, prismarine, different shapes and stuffs out of it using combinations and things, and let you build in the nice pretty green stuff, which is something I really want. So I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. That is how to make the lazy man's Guardian Farm. Don't need a drain. You can actually, if you really want to, what I would suggest is building a bigger little strip here that pours into it, because there's a lot that spawned in there. But I would also recommend draining the entire monument. That way there are no spawns inside of the monument. That is all outside this monument. But that is it. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I hope y'all learned something. If you did and you want to show your support, smack that thumbs up button. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Because I'm getting shot over and over and over again. Share with others. Find easy. Helps them out. Helps you out. It's an amazing thing to do. Remember, y'all. Stay safe. Have fun. And game on.